Good morning, everybody. It's Lisa and
Lori Baker.
whoop whoop here at SewEndipitous. Oh, and everybody say
Yeah.
whoop whoop. Sorry, I was a little off kilter as usual. Today is Friday. We are a little bit late coming on this morning because it's day number 2 of the Handy Quilter Education event. And of course, I've been in the classroom talking all things Handy Quilter, which is always so much fun. But we have a lot of good demos for you this morning, a little bit of show and tell. It's always a good time when Miss Lori Baker's here. Yay, yay. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, no, I don't think it's been a couple, maybe just a week, you and I showcased Prince Charming Deja Vu fabric, and you said you already knew you were making a bag. Can we do show and tell on the bag first?
You can do it.
There you go. I'm going to let you.
Okay. This is the Prince Charming Tuba Pink fabric,
Yummy.
and it's on the back also.
It's one of the main focus prints.
Yes. And this bag has 7 fabrics in it.
For such a small bag,
Yeah.
that is quite funny,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to point out real quick that you have the beaded hand-sewn beads on there. So cute. And you also did piping. What else did you do different?
Oh, I put this little bow. You know, everything's about a bow nowadays. So this fabric is from a different line, and it's got these fish on it, which I'm not a favorite, but I love the water-looking
Yes.
teal color. So there's a fish under here, so I just put a bow. Yeah,
To
a
cover
fish like
the
that. Yeah,
fish.
to cover the fish.
You can kind of see one of the
Yeah.
rainbow trout
Yes.
inside.
Yes. So it's like, well, the bow is the big thing right now.
Yeah.
Because I was going to do a flower, and it's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do a bow.
Add a bow.
So there's 1, 2, 3. This is part of the collection. 4, I lined the zipper, which is putting fabric on both sides of the zipper. So you can see on the inside, it's completely enclosed
So cute.
with the fabric. This is a different line also.
Well, and it's a great idea to do that because, one, you get to add another little accent, and 2, you're covering
Yes.
up. Maybe you don't have the right color zipper you want
Exactly.
for something, but you can cover it up.
This
No
is a
one knows.
black zipper.
Which still would have worked,
It would have, but
that's better.
I just wanted the little rainbow thing. And then the inside is another, and this is the Prince Charming collection. It's another piece.
I also seen a different lining in the pocket, I think, on the inside.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And then another lining on this side.
You used all the tulas.
I did. And then a black and white stripe. And this is seatbelt. Well, we call it seatbelt, but it's not really a seatbelt.
Yeah.
But it feels like a seatbelt.
Yeah, like
It's-
nylon webbing is what they call it.
nylon webbing, yes, versus cotton woven webbing.
Yes, and this is about an inch.
It's an inch.
It's an inch thick. Welcome to SewEndipitous. An inch thick,
is.
so nice.
Yeah. This is a crossbody bag. I'm going to wear it to the Asheville show.
Party bus!
Yeah,
Whoop,
yeah.
whoop. Now the question's, I was going to say, the question's going to be about the pattern.
This is an old pattern that I dug out. I've made this before, and I really like it. And
So
I'm
she jumped into your stash of patterns versus your stash of fabric.
2009.
This is called Too Hip by, I can't even tell you.
Christy
Oh,
Wolf.
Christy Wolf.
Uh-huh.
So a 2009 pattern. I love that you pulled out one of your old favorites because all the time, Lori, we talk about digging into our stash for
Right.
fabric. This time you went and got new fabric, a little bit of stash fabric, but you pulled out a pattern from your stash,
yes.
and that is amazing.
Yes.
So, Steve, did you have...
I was going to say, I love the name of the company, Whistle Pig Creek
I know.
Productions or something
that.
like that.
I know, Whistle Pig.
Julie says, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Julie.
Such a cute bag. And Stacy Bumgardner says, morning. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Before we move on to one of our other demos, everybody is always asking about special size zippers in different projects. Can you talk about your zipper? And I know you're going to say you zipper by the yard, and people always kind of cringe if they've never used it. So let's talk about that. And I'm going to grab a zipper by the yard while you do that.
Great.
And Donna Weaver says, Good Friday morning.
Yay. Okay, yes, I do use zipper by the yard exclusively. I don't have any other kinds of zippers. I take my bag and I cut my zipper shorter by about 1.5 inches shorter than the bag. When you do that, then you finish the ends with these tabs over the end. When you sew up the side of your bag, it doesn't catch in there and you have this nice edge instead of a weird lumpy bump on the edge.
Very professional looking.
So and then I made it to match the zipper lining that I did. But yes, it's zipper by the yard.
So zipper by the yard comes in 2 different ways. So for example, this one that is by Annie, you've got the zipper pulls and then you've got your zipper tape. This one I think is 4 yards of zipper tape and then 16 of the zipper pulls. So everything is there that you need. Now, sometimes you get it where it's just the zipper tape. Why I didn't pick up a pack of just zipper pulls, but you can buy the pulls individually as well. That way you can make it as unique as you want it.
Yes.
But just make sure when you pick up some zippers by the yard, does it have the pulls or do you need to buy the pulls separately? Because I have before grabbed a zipper tape and get home and realized, Lisa, I didn't have the zipper pulls. So, and there's so fun options. So even like this one, this is a So Hungry Hippie. In this one, there's no zipper pulls. This one, the zipper pulls is at the top, but if you look, different companies is different. The zipper pulls is actually at the bottom in this. So,
and I collect all my zipper pulls, and I'll use different ones.
Yes.
Like this one, I would have used a dark purple pull on that one.
Yeah.
And maybe an orange one. Depends on your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to pull in.
Yeah, I used a rainbow zipper or pull because I have a rainbow zipper. So I used the rainbow. I don't know if you can see the iridescence on that.
Yeah.
So
love it.
It's kind of a collect. I have a little zipper bag. I keep all of them in there. I'm always digging through, finding something fun to put on a zipper.
Well, we're sold out at the moment, but by Annie, you know, she has the white zipper tape and the black zipper tape where all the pulls are mixed colors.
Oh.
So you can, you know, pick and choose which one you want. But then, of course, she has the matching if you want matching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what do we do with zipper tape? Now I've got 4 yards.
Did I say Good Friday morning from Donna Weaver?
We
or not?
did say good morning from Donna Weaver.
Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.
Okay, so I had mentioned that I cut it. Of course, the sides aren't sewn, but I cut my zipper short, like 1.5 inches, an inch, 1.5 inches on each side, short. Then you put your zipper pull on. Aha!
Zipper jig.
A zipper jig.
I'm going to move this for just a second so they can see. Let's move this.
Okay, to use the zipper jig, and I'll try to do it backwards again. You put your zipper pull on the back side facing with the round part up.
So here's what the back of the zipper pull looks like. These are special for SewEndipitous. We've got them in different colors. Go ahead.
So you take your zipper by the yard. It comes like this. It's like, whoa, what the heck?
I know, right?
So you pull it apart a little bit.
Which makes those of us nervous that have never done it. We think we've now screwed up our brand new zipper.
That's right. So you need to pull it apart a little bit.
I know you're at a bad angle.
Yeah. And I put it in at 10 and 2. And you put them in at the same time.
Wah, wah.
And if you leave it like this, it's very easy to install it because your zippers are closed on both ends.
Yes.
You're used to having a zipper open and you're trying to pin it and get it to stay together. There's always a gap.
Yes.
For me anyway.
Me too.
Always a gap. So if you do this, then you're completely enclosed on both ends. And if for some reason it is open, get that zipper pull on. Take it all the way off, which people like, oh, I just got it on. But just put it right back on.
Yes.
And do it again. And then you'll have both ends completely enclosed. Or closed, I should say.
We're testing Lori's skills here, doing it to the side. That's why she's the master. And boom.
It's so much easier.
Now, once we're here, I'm assuming
you put the little tabs on.
that's your little stopper points is what I call them, your
Yes.
stopper ends.
And it's usually like a 2-inch by 2-inch square. You fold the edges in, almost like binding.
Yes.
Sew it over the ends of both ends, and then you install it. Just
So
like
it's
you would
all,
a ring.
no raw edges.
Yes.
Beautiful. Yes.
And to line the zipper, you add a piece, I think it was 1.5 inches. You sew it, fold it over, and sew it again.
Yeah.
Just like you would binding.
It
the
is
edge of a
very
quilt.
much like binding, yes.
But you're binding your zipper. Like if I wanted to use this, if this is the only zipper I had, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not going to work.
Right. But you can cover it.
But I covered the zipper and works great.
And move on with your project
Yes.
because it's Sunday night at midnight and there's no shops open for you to run and get another zipper.
And I can't call Lisa and say, could you meet me at the shop?
Well, you could, but I'm probably not answering. I'll be like, oh no, that's Lori Baker. She wants something. Just kidding.
All right,
That's
so-
probably what you say when I call.
So Donna Weaver says, y'all know this is right up my bag making alley.
Yes.
Love the Tula fabrics, my favorite.
It's so cute.
And Debbie Early says, good morning from Camino Island, Washington.
Oh,
Cute
good
bag.
morning, Miss Debbie.
Wow, that sounds nice.
No, I think you outdid yourself on this one because you added all the extra features. Piping, beading, lining the
selvage.
zipper. Yes. The selvage is on there. You added a bow. She did add a little sew-in tag. We won't show that one on camera. It's a little bit of sass.
It is sassy.
It is sassy. We love it. And of course, you said like 7 different fabrics. The quilting on this, I don't know if we talked earlier. I love that you just went simple. You didn't want to take away from the fabric,
Yes.
so you just did some straight edge. Is that a 1.5 inches apart?
Yes, and then this one I went this way.
Yes. I love it.
But yeah, invisible. I wanted it to be invisible. I didn't want...
Yeah, it's too pretty to let the quilting. Sometimes
what-
you want the quilting to shine. This one you didn't.
It's not going to show.
No.
I could have spent hours on it. It's not going to show.
Exactly.
Why would I do that?
One would not.
Susan Morgan says, I need this.
It's so stinking cute. For those
Maybe
that
she
are coming,
needs the zipper jig.
oh, the zipper jig, we got those
All
too.
of it.
Oh, she's all of it. Those that are tuning in late, this is an older pattern. Don't be going, Lisa, I need that pattern, because Lisa can't be getting you that pattern. But you may have it in your stash, or you might could find it online. It's a 2009 pattern. It's called Too Hippie by Christy Wolf. And what was the name of her company y'all were
Whistle
making?
Pig?
Whistle Pig Creek Productions. So fabulous. You just grabbed it out of your stash and went.
I knew it in my head. That's the one I wanted.
Yeah, you said right at the beginning, oh, and I'm making it for the Asheville Party Bus. So I
Yep.
love that.
Yep.
Okay, guys, the demos are not stopping there. We've got more to do.
Good
Welcome to
morning,
SewEndipitous.
Avalon.
Avalon, we've missed you. Avalon has been gone for a week and a half. We've been so excited for Avalon to be back today. We're saying Avalon's name many times because she cringes every time she doesn't want to be on
Oh,
camera.
she's hiding.
But we love some Avalon. Okay.
So, Linda Hairsky
Yes.
says, good morning, ladies. Always love to see what she comes up with. And let's
Amen.
see. Janice Ray says, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss Janice. How are you today?
Sorry, I'm
we
struggling
do love
to see this
what
morning.
Lori comes up with. So we kept talking about it, and we were like, let's just demonstrate it on camera. The Queen of the Bows, as it was on her bag, we showcased this particular bow, the big giant rag quilt bow, several weeks ago, and you were talking about you used your AccuQuilt die. So today we are going to actually demonstrate the die. Now, are we going to be demonstrating the die that was this size or a different size?
Whatever you want me to do. I've got both.
We want to do the 8.5 one.
Okay.
Which one did you use on this so people know?
This one is the small.
Okay, let's talk about that one real quick.
Hold on. So Janice says, miss you too, Avalon. And, and Susan Morgan says, I want to be her when I grow up.
We all
That's
do.
what Mom, every time Mom watches one of Lori Baker's videos, she says, I just want to be her when I grow
I
up.
know. You're such an icon. Avalon, I don't know where you're at, but Janice says she's glad you're back. Oh, she's hiding. She's smiling. And she went, "Aw." She could come on camera, Janice, and wave to you, but I don't know. Well, she's running to the back. She's like, "I'll go clean bathrooms." Okay, so for that big bow, well, no, we want to show yours. I'm just using mine to talk from.
Okay.
So to do the bow, you use the rag square, which is 5 1/4 inch. This is the Go rag square, 5 1/4 inch. These are on sale. Don't ask me the price. I can't remember, but I do know they're on sale. It uses a 6 by 12 cutting mat. And let's talk about the die real quick. So on the AccuQuilt dies, they now do it in 2 colors. I love that. Love, love, love that. But what makes this process so much easier is...
It cuts all your rag.
Ugh. That's why I've never made a rag quilt. I don't want to sit and snip.
And I would never snip that close together. It is so nice.
I would never be exact together. I would have a wide fringe, a narrow fringe, a crooked fringe.
And the further you go, the bigger they get.
Oh, yeah, because you're tired. You're tired, right? Yes. And for me, where I have had a hand injury, I don't have much fill in here. So to have to use the scissors and to be that precise for a long period would not be happening.
And you can see how fabulous it turns out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is just, it's almost like chenille.
It is. Now, let me ask you this, because I was thinking about this last night, because I knew we were going to show this. So typically when you're doing a rag quilt or anything rag, you put it in the washing machine so it can agitate it and let it bloom, as they say. On this bow, did you wash this one, or did you kind of just ruffle it yourself?
I put the fabrics together before I put the bow together.
Got you.
I mean, I made the fabrics.
Yes.
And then you take it outside and you shake it until your arms fall off.
Yes, because you want to get as much of the excess threads.
My husband went outside and was like, "What happened out here?" It looks like little worms or something. It was.
Can you video that for us the next time you do that, Lori? Because I want to see
part?
that.
Her shaking it, or Ed going, "What the heck"?
No, her shaking it. I could see Lori like a little cheerleader out there with pom-poms.
Rah, rah, rah. Welcome back to SewEndipitous.
And then I put it in the dryer, no heat.
Okay, no heat.
And every 10 minutes, I set my timer, I clean the filter.
Yes,
And
yes.
I did that for an hour.
Everybody always says, take it to the laundry mat. Don't do it at home.
And then I put it in the washer and washed it.
Oh, wait, back up, back up. Okay, so I knew the shaking. I had never done the dryer part, but you're saying you did the dryer part.
Yes.
And then you went to the washing machine.
Yes.
Ew.
Because otherwise, that's all going to be in your washing machine. You don't want all that.
I've never heard anybody say the dryer part, so that's a good tip.
No heat.
No heat.
And just tumble it and tumble it and tumble it and clean it
10 minutes.
for an hour.
Clean it out. So about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. Oh,
We are dedicated to our crafts, people.
It is crazy how much fuzz comes off, but it's so worth it. Then wash it and dry it, and then I was done.
Now, when you dry it after you wash it, are you just drying it straight through, or do you go in and stop it?
I think I stopped it
just
a couple
to check
times,
and see.
and it still fuzzy.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Look at it here.
So if you do a rag quilt, it takes many lovin's and many washings for it to really kind of stop that shedding process. But the bloom on it is so amazing.
Yeah. It's so good.
But those fringes are direct.
Evie Watson says, Lori, you're at it again.
She is.
And we got a morning from Tad Johnson.
Good morning, Miss Tad. Okay, so that's the one that you used with the bow. Yes. It is cutting 2 different ones at a time. When you are using, depending on which cutter you have, you potentially could do up to 6 layers of whatever you're working on. Remember, you always have to make adjustments for said fabric. So this morning we are using flannel, fleece flannel. It is flannel. Flannel. We are using flannel. And with that being said, you could probably do more than 2 layers, but 2 layers is sufficient because there's a lot of threads and your dies are going to get real junked for sure. But we're going to demonstrate on the bigger, just so it's easier for the eyes to see. I'm going to lay that back there for right now. That's like our junk pile.
Yep.
Susan Morgan says, I put a damp cloth in the dryer too, just to help pull more thread.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense
And
for sure.
We got a good morning from Nancy Starnes.
Good morning, Miss Nancy. Let me borrow that for just a second, Miss Lori. So, the one that I'm going to let you hold that for a second. So the one that we're going to showcase this morning, it is the Rag Square 8.5 inch, but it finishes at 6.5 inch. On the back, yeah, this is kind of a sample of like a baby rag quilt that you would do. You can mix and match your colors, make out what you want. It's a reversible on both sides, so you could create a different colorway if you wanted or whatever. So cute. The other thing I do want to point out is I love that AccuQuilt was smart enough to get where you could work the smaller size in with the bigger size, so you could really do some different designs with that for sure.
I will, from experience, I will say, when you're making multicolors or multi-different fabrics, on the back side of your block, either do the same or like on the bow, I did all of them one color.
So you don't get lost.
Because when you turn it over, it's like, oh, there's 4 different colors. There's 4 colors all the same. In one spot.
Trying to mix and match.
It's really hard to get it all.
Unless you want a puzzle challenge, have at it.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it is.
But if you want it easy, get a really cute flannel for the back and do all of it on the back, the same piece.
That's not what I did today.
But you're doing the
I
same
matched.
color?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will
So
talk about
that'll
that.
work.
I matched. So for this particular die, once again, you can see the 2 tones. So this is what's cutting out. This is what's going to be scrap. And I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but you might be able to kind of see where those little fringes is going to be. So if you're not aware or are new to AccuQuilt, the blades are not in the cutter. The blades are in the die. So there's tons of blades in here. Once it goes through the system, it pushes everything down to allow those blades to go through the fabric. So,
Okay, so Susan Morgan says, if you make a baby Bumbleberries rag quilt, we could borrow it for H&H.
Guess what I'm making, sunshine, from those beautiful Bumbleberry flannels from yesterday. I pulled out 4 colors, I think. So I went with, and you know I'm not going to remember the colors. This one might have been called lavender. This one might have been berry something. Susan can chime in. I see I screwed up on my cutting. Hopefully that won't matter. We'll try to hide that. That robin egg blue. I pulled the cream and then the light lavender. I think that would make a beautiful little baby rag quilt for my little Oakland. What you think?
Yeah.
I've never made a rag quilt because it seemed too much.
Yeah.
But when you started talking about the AccuQuilt way, I was like, that's not too much. Lisa could do that. So, Susan, yes, if you're all about it, I will not give it to Oakland until you guys can showcase that.
And she said, could not love you more.
Oh, okay. I guess that means yes. I guess she has been in like sweatshop mode, like we joke about you, getting ready for H&H for the Lewis and Irene booth. So yeah, I'm sure she's probably happy to have a sample that she's not going to have to make. And she's always making me samples like you do. So I'm going to return the favor for sure. But I think these, Steve, was some of the colors that you loved, these lighter ones.
Oh yeah, I loved all the paler ones.
Yeah.
Susan says English lavender, Dutch egg, and berry purple and light lavender.
There you go. There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth. Okay. And I hope I did not miss when I laid those up there, because when you work with your dies, you got to remember lengthwise of grain. And on your dies, there's always this little white tag that will have the number of the die and the name of the die. And that also represents where you put that lengthwise of grain. That is the least stretchiest part, and that helps to minimize distortion going through the cutter. Now, I will say on my log cabin one, I think I just put fabric on. And are you guilty?
I was laughing. I was going to say, Lori Baker, do you do that? No.
We are telling you the proper way to use things.
Do as we say,
yeah,
not
not
as
as
we
we
do.
do. I was going to say, when I did the log cabin, I'm not going to lie, I was so excited that it was cutting so much at once. I was just throwing fabric on there.
And you're only doing 2 layers. I can't imagine it's going to move very much. with
It's a
2
rag
layers.
quilt. If it twists and squirms, do we care?
It's not
I don't
going to.
think we care. I don't think we care.
Susan says she will lend you my Santa suit.
Oh, yeah. She sent me a picture yesterday. I'll have to show you later that she made out of the flannel.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to let you work on placing that, and I'm going to talk about your cut mat real quick. So as you guys know, with each die, there is a certain cut mat size that goes with it. It has to fit and cover. There is 2 sides. It does not matter which one you cut on. We always say in AccuQuilt world that you want to move your dies around so it's cutting in different places, because they do have to be replaced over time, just like your traditional cut mat that you use when you're cutting, traditionally. This is the thing I will say about the rag quilt. We talked about so many blades. So it will eat through one of these cut mats quicker than like when you're doing anything else. So be sure, and I can see where you have really done some cuts.
And I've tried to move it around a little bit. There's not a whole lot of wiggle room.
No, because it's on the outside parameter, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're on the Go Big. The Go Big, we've added the Go Big catcher to the back side. This one is all electric. And Lori, do your magic.
Okay.
So you give it just a little push till it gets there, and then once it takes it, you are hands-free. Now, when we put the fabric on, we did right side down and right side up,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Lori, why are we rubbing it?
Static electricity?
That's
love it.
right. To get rid of the static.
Because we just love it.
I want to feel it.
Yeah. And then you're supposed to slide it, but it doesn't
Flannel,
slide too good.
not on flannel, but that's okay. We're rag quilting, and it's only 2 pieces. So when you come through, Lori was like, there's always going to be some pieces that may not, where's my scissors? Go ahead and pull that, Lori.
Every once in a while.
But you've been doing a lot of rag quilts. We're going to talk about die maintenance in just a little bit on there. So this is starting the process of this ragging out. You can already see the fraying happening. Now, I'm going to move this down on the gray, and in a minute, I'm going to have you cut me some more. But let's talk about this real quick. So they dog-eared it for you, which I think is amazing.
It is.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Makes your quilt look really good in
Yeah.
those corners.
It helps with the sewing process for sure. So these fringes are 3/4 of an inch long. They're all exact cut across, which is absolutely amazing. And then if you are doing and you want a more heavier rag quilt, we're here in the Carolinas. We don't need heavy quilts, but if you do want, you can always peel this back and insert your 6, I think it's 6 1/4 inch or 6 inch batting. It tells on the back. Yeah, it's on the back. Look on the back real quick, maybe over there. Anyway, you could slide some batting in on that if you wanted it to be a little bit heavier. But since this is going to be for an infant, I am not putting batting in because I don't want it that heavy. I want her to be able to, carry it along like Linus does with his blankets. Did you see it? It's somewhere right here. No, I lied.
But it's got to be.
It's written on there
6
somewhere.
inches.
I think it was 6 inches because there's a die you can use.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll find it in a minute.
Yeah.
It's on there, but I want to say it's 6 inch. So if you have that die, you can also cut your batting. That's really where I was headed. You can cut your batting with the AccuQuilt. Lori, I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, and if you don't care, will you cut me some more while I'm at the sewing machine?
Are you kidding?
We
It's
love
fun.
this. Okay, Steve, we're going to come on over to our Eleanor 2, which I'm in love with, and I'm going to need you on this side if you don't care, so you can see my sewing machine. While you're doing that, did I even power us up? I don't think I did. Did I power this on? Maybe I did. Oh, yeah, I did. I already have a setting in there to bring my Eleanor up so I can stand and sew this while Lori Baker is over there cutting me some stuff. This is our Eleanor 2 table. It is electronically adjustable, as you can see. I absolutely love it. We are going to be working on the Topaz 55Q Husqvarna Viking sewing machine this morning. One of the things that I love about the Husqvarna machines is it does all the work. It does all the thinking for me. I don't have to think. I just tell it what I'm sewing on, and it does all the things for me. So I'm going to tell it I want to sew. Here is the Joy OS Advisor. Steve, if you could pan in a little bit, it will let me tell it what type of fabric, and then it will set my tension for me. It will tell me what kind of needle to use, what foot to use. So right now we are on woven medium. Right here, if you can see, it says calico, quilting fabrics, crepe, broadcloth, etc. I'm going to go over to stretchy. And if I'm on stretchy medium right now, it gives me these options, but I'm going to go over to heavy, and right there you can see stretchy, heavy. It is telling me fleece, and that's what I'm sewing on. Don't leave me, Steve. So I'm going to hit start new, and when I do that, it is going to tell me exactly what I need to do. I need to do a 90 stretch needle. I am on a straight stitch, so it automatically already set my tension for me for this fleece. It also tells me what foot I need to be on, and I need to have a B foot engaged. For what we're doing, I'm going to put my needle over to the left, and I'm going to go ahead and close this down, and I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go over here to the sewing machine side, Steve, or the foot side.
It's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach
at the same time.
Hold on.
It set my stitch length, and Steve, I'll just let you go from the back to show the feature.
You want to be over there?
No, for that part.
Okay.
I'll let you come to the back. You got.
Yeah, we got a question.
Yes.
So, Carolyn Malvarosa says, "Will you have the dies at the quilt show?"
Which
I
quilt
think
show
she might
are
be
you
thinking?
Oh, are you talking about the Asheville quilt show? If you are referring to that, I'm only taking a party bus up. I will not be vending this year at the Asheville Quilt Show. Now, if you want something, if you call in, tell the girls, they'll get your order over the phone. I have no problem delivering to you at the Asheville Quilt Show. I will be there on Thursday. I think we arrive at 9:30, and I think we'll be there until 1 maybe, or something like that. So yeah, absolutely. I don't mind doing a drop-off. That'll save you some shipping if you're not close by, for sure. Okay, so when we use the Joy OS Advisor, and I told it what fabric I'm using, what stitch I want to do, it changed the stitch length, it changed the tension, it done everything for me. So I'm good to go. When you are doing the rag quilt, and for those, once again, that do not know, anytime you do a AccuQuilt die, a lot of times they have free patterns out there. The one that I showed on the back of that AccuQuilt die, that was a free pattern. It was just an image. So it'll tell you how much fabric you need, all of the things. Once again, I'm choosing not to put batting in this. But when you're doing a rag quilt, the first thing you want to do is create your little X in there. And that holds the layers together. So even if you do have the batting, it holds it together. Lori, you had a great suggestion at the beginning. So I'm just going to straight line mine. But Lori, you were talking another good way if you're, because I said I'm not a straight sewer. What did you say to do?
Serpentine.
A serpentine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That way,
no one knows it's Jane.
If it's off a little bit, no one will ever see it.
No one cares. No one cares. Okay, so we're going to come right back down here again. So remember I was talking, these are 3/4 inch. So the way that AccuQuilt has designed this, they want you to sew in 1 inch. So that is putting you 1/4 inch past that flange, okay? That is why I moved my needle over. Let me change feet real quick.
I'm going to try to zoom in here.
Okay. Perfect. So, and I know Steve's coming from this angle, but I want him to come from this angle on purpose. But depending on your stitch plate, you may have markings on your stitch plate, and you would see your 1 inch, assuming you moved your needle over to the far left, and you know that this is 1/4 inch from where the needle is to here, and that makes it a full inch. Now, Lori said, and one of the features I love about this machine is I can sew a needle down and then my foot hovers. So that's how I'm going to sew. But Lori was saying a good eyeball as well if you don't have the markings on your stitch plate, or you can use some washi tape to mark, is you can put your 1/4 inch foot along those fringes and just sew a 1/4 from there, and then you're good to go. But first, actually I got ahead of myself. I got to do my X. So I am going to move my needle back up to center position, and I gotta thread my machine. See, this is how things work on camera, right? But that's all right. It's handy dandy, quick, easy thread, and we're there. So I am going to do straight stitching. It is for a toddler. She is not going to care that I am sewing crooked. I'm back in needle down position with that hover. I can put that right under there. Let me move my foot pedal near me, and then I can just sew. This is going to be way crooked, but that's okay. As long as Susan doesn't care, we will be okay. Actually, I'm going to do, give me a cream. I'm going to do a cream one. I'm going to chain piece 2 just so we can work these together. And what I did is I just did 2. I'm going to do my thread cutter so that cuts it. And then I've got to come back. May I have my little snips? Oh, thank you. Now I'm going to come back and do my X. Okay, so I did one, and I just chose a light lilac color so it matches in the whole quilt. I'm going to come back, touch my presser foot or my pedal, and it's going to go back to needle down position again with that hover. And I'm going to sew my X on it, and I'm sewing fast just because we're on camera. I probably wouldn't sew that fast in real, okay, maybe. Steve says I do.
Yes, she would.
I'm going to get my other X on there. These bumbleberry flannels, guys, oh my gosh, for 2 days, that's all I've played with is these, and I love them. So I did my needle cutter to release that. I'm going to cut these 2 apart. And now, and you'll be able to see it on here, I've got my X going through. Sorry, my hand was probably in the way. And now I want to sew these 2 together. Correct, Lori Baker? She's teaching me. I've never done a rank quilt, right?
You didn't, yes.
So I'm just going to put those together. And in real world, you would have pinned those 2 layers together before you did your X's. In real world, you would pin these together before you connect these 2.
Lisa, I'm done.
You're already done?
Yep,
That whole stack?
yep, it's done.
Before I could sew one, you have cut them all. Thank you for getting that for me.
That's how fast it is.
It is so fast.
Yeah.
It is so fast. All those fringes, you would have still been sitting in front of the TV going click, click, click. Okay, so now this is where I'm going to move that needle over to the left position that we talked about. I'm still in needle down position, so as soon as I touch my foot on my Topaz 55Q, I've got that hover going on. And remember, I want to do 1 inch from the end. This is 3/4 inch, so I'm going to be sewing a 1/4 inch in, okay? And I'm going to just slide that in there. And like I said, if you don't mark over here, you can follow along with those fringe. That's another good thing for that teardrop to be in there. And I am just going to start sewing. And I'm going fast and sloppy, and I'm okay with that. Because once this is washed, what happens, Lori Baker?
It all crinkles up, and it's so soft and cuddly. It's wonderful.
Oh, yes. Okay, so that put those 2 together that fast.
Yep.
Amazing. There is the back. So no fringing on the back.
Right.
And then you've got the fringe on top. And when you do your washing and everything, that's going to agitate that. And it's just going to bloom. And it's going to look.
That.
Yeah. And these are wovens. that you used here, the fleece might be even a little more fuller than the wovens. Just because this is a thinner piece. Now you can layer these too. You don't have to just do 2 layers. If you want an extra color, you could.
And that's a way to make it a little bit warmer, but not so hot as a batting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And it would make your fringe a little fatter too.
Okay, so while I was sewing my 2 seams, Lori Baker cut this entire stack of rags that quick. Amazing. Now, as you're cutting, Lori is getting ready to demonstrate the next important part about your AccuQuilt die health.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Yes. After, well, we didn't cut very many. What did we cut?
I don't
a
know.
dozen, 10 of them?
So that was a good question. I meant to say that on camera. So on one width of fabric that was like 10 inches, 10 and a quarter inches, something like that, you were able to get 4 squares out of, you know what I'm saying? Out of a width. So however many colors here times 4 I had.
Right.
So what are you working with and what are you doing?
This die does catch a lot of threads.
It's a million cuts.
Yeah. So you carry
Yes,
this.
we carry those. I'll grab
This
one while you're
pick.
talking.
And you pick at it, and I have tweezers, and I pull it out, and I do this after, well, now the bow, I had a lot of blocks. So if you do a lot of blocks, you might have to do it in between finishing all the blocks. But see all this right here? Just take some tweezers. I do this when I'm watching television.
Just to clean your die out.
And you really want to clean it out, because eventually it's just going to get packed in down there, and it probably won't cut as well.
It won't.
If you don't.
And that's on any dies, not just the rag quilt. Die maintenance is very important, so you have longevity of your die for sure. So she's using the Go Die Care Pick. Some tweezers. The other thing that we always say is good, especially when you're cleaning something of that many things, is to take a little whatever I'm calling
Lint brush.
Yes, thank you. Lint brush. Now that's not going to get down in the crevices, but as you're picking it out, that's going to pick and clear, clean it up.
Yeah,
There's absolutely
a lot of stuff on there. So I just sit and pick and pull, and I mean,
Just a little bit of chill therapy.
it is. And when you're watching TV, I kind of like doing it, as a matter of fact.
Well, I figure Ann Bellinger does. She loves to seam rip, so she probably loves this. I might send my dies to Ann Bellinger and be like, can you pick this out?
There you go.
She would probably be all about it. Okay,
That
guys.
might be a new business idea for her.
Hey, she does love some seam ripping. She almost seam ripped an entire quilt that was quilted for you. Okay, guys. So what all have we showed them today, Lori?
Oh my gosh.
We showed them your purse, all the different ways to use different fabrics in the same purse. We demonstrated how to line the zipper. You demonstrated the zipper jig. So if you guys tuned in late, you can want to go back and see all of that. We talked about the the big rag bow and using, I threw all this stuff back here. No, you're fine. Using the smaller die. And then there's the bigger die if you want to grab that. You need the exact die cutting mats to go with your dies. And then we demonstrated our Eleanor 2. We demonstrated some of our Husqvarna Viking Topaz 55Q machine settings where you just tell it what you want and it does it all for you, which is fabulous. And we talked about how to put your rags quilt blocks together.
And what to do with it after you've got it together, as far as dryer, lint, washing, shaking, all that.
Yeah, and we talked about die maintenance.
I know.
I think we can go home now. Anything else for us this morning, Steve?
No, I think we're caught up. I'm just waiting while y'all were talking. I was thinking, I wonder when AI is going to be implemented into these already sophisticated sewing machines.
There is
where-
already AI into our Husqvarna
Can you
machines.
talk to it and say, like Alexa or whatever you name your sewing machine, give me a such stitch and
You
move.
cannot. It is not.
It's coming.
voice
You know it
activated
is
yet.
coming.
I do actually know a few things that is for future releases, but I cannot say.
Yeah. It would be amazing that you could sit and talk to your sewing machine
Oh my
and
God.
have it talk back. I'm
We
all
laugh
about
all the
it.
time about these fake AI friends. I know, right? Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Hey, let's see. Whoever gets there first gets the talking sewing machine. You just wait and see how that sells.
He says.
Husqvarna Viking, if you're listening, I want royalties.
I hate to tell you, but things are already in the works. You're getting zero royalties. Zero royalties. Okay, guys, if that is it with you, that is it with us. Lori, thank you so much for
Yes.
bringing all your knowledge to the table
And
as
cutting
always.
your quilt.
Yes, I still need more, so I'm going to run and
okay,
cut
okay,
before you take your dye home.
I'll do it.
Definitely. And Susan Morgan, we will get this to you for the H&H booth. That is in September, maybe. I don't know when. End of September. It's in Houston. I will be there. Liz and Irene will be there. Arrow Quilts will be there. AccuQuilt will be there. All the goodies will be there. That's how, when I come back, the gang starts yelling because then the delivery trucks start arriving.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, this is Lisa and Lori here at SewEndipitous, where unexpected happiness is found in every stitch. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hold on.